Wow, I just logged in and I lost my Uber Pro Diamond rewards. Improve your acceptance rates to become eligible again. Okay, interesting. But I am online and they made it nice and red where I would like to click it off because it's annoying to look at and they haven't done that. But anyways, guys, welcome to Ride VP, the rideshare channel, and in today's video I want to show you kind of like the start of my week. Currently it's Thursday, very late, as you can see, 10:28. I need to drive to Charlotte for 1 hour. I became available just in case. I'm also going to become online over here. Let's see who gives me something first. Wasn't really thinking about working today. Let's see, 10 minutes away. Where's it going? It's like really not far. Fine. Okay, let's do that. You know, in this area,
in 5.8
you really
miles, turn
don't
left
get
on
like that
Memorial
much
Park
offers.
Road.
So whatever I get here, this is Lancaster. It's a lot better than nothing. So it don't seem like that bad, but like that doesn't even pay $1 per mile, which is unfortunate. But Charlotte, to me, it's about 40-mile drive, and if I just drive there empty, I will not even make $40. So yeah, not that great. At least this right here is actually going to get me in kind of like a better area, I'd say. I live like way out in the county, so it's really rare that I actually get anything. Usually it's like nothing, but I got lucky a few times and I picked up somebody in Lancaster or close to Lancaster and taken them to Charlotte. I have gotten lucky maybe 3 times in my life, but that's almost like in 2 years, you know. So not huge chances. Usually if I pick up somebody in Lancaster, it's taking him like slightly out of the way, like I really don't need to be going in that direction, if you know what I mean, and it kind of takes me away a little bit. So I was thinking, where's it going, you know, because I don't want to really go too far away. But I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. But I don't want to have to go somewhere that takes me away from Charlotte instead of towards Charlotte. So what is that area? Redwood. So okay, that's okay. So that is like, as you can see, like Lancaster. That's like the main downtown area right there. That's like where the city town is and stuff, and that's like sort of like Highway 9. In this vicinity, there's lots of businesses over there. There's like a Home Depot there. There's a Pizza Hut and a YMCA. So he might be somewhere like there's also a college there. So anyways, well, anyways, guys, I do not want to bore you with any details, but I want to tell you kind of like the sort of a plan that I have for this week. Okay, not to bore you with too many details of me talking here, because I value your time, and man, from the bottom of my heart, guys, I just want to thank you like so much for watching my videos, for commenting on my videos, for subscribing to my channel. Like, man, I really appreciate you, and I would like to bring value to any kind of video that you watch, and I really hope that that is what I'm doing, because that is my intent anyways. There's like so much to cover. Like, so first of all, obviously we're all doing this rideshare type of business, whether you're working for Lyft or Uber, or if you're working for yourself, we're all trying to make money, okay? And we need to spread the word of how much money we're making, how much income, to get rid of some of the illusions that some other people that's not in the business have. Inform the riders, if somebody's watching from the riders, how much we really get paid, because a lot of times we have to live right off tips because our expenses so expensive. And then as we're letting it be known that Uber and Lyft is not paying us enough, it's making it look bad on the companies in the faces of investors. If the companies watch, and it's making them look bad overall for not paying us enough. And I've received some commentary, you know, like, it's really rare that I get it, because normally everybody is on the same page. Occasionally I'll get like a comment where, you know, somebody thinks I'm making consistently like $1,000 a week, right? And I think I'm still complaining, right? Like that kind of thing, okay? So what's wrong with that? Well, first of all, most rideshare drivers do not even make the same amount that I do. They make a lot less. And so partly it's a huge problem that we're facing, because most drivers, man, they're barely meeting, you know, they're, you know, getting their ends meet, or whatever, like, is the terminology for it. Like, they're barely meeting their obligations in life, like bills. And this is maybe the only income they got coming in, or maybe this is supplemental income coming in. And to make matters worse, for some drivers, it's actually costing them more money to do this than even me, or more money than they actually even make. And to make an example, I'll just throw out two examples, and the reason I'm throwing them out is because this is two of my closest friends.
On Memorial Park Road.
Both of them kind of like heard how much money I'm making. They're both in Charlotte area, and they're like, hey, we want to do this too, explain, you know. So I basically gave him the strategy, how to do this, and they're like, no, like, your strategy basically is okay, but we got a better strategy. So they tried with this strategy, and they're only making $150 per day while spending $100 in fuel. So one of them is spending $100 in fuel. It's because he's using a Ford Expedition, which is actually kind of like a newer year. I think he's got like a 2016 Ford Expedition. It's a white one, so it's not like a black. So it's kind of like he's got a like a luxurious one, like it's all leather and everything, and like low miles, you know, on it. And he started using it, and of course, the reason he's making such a low income is because he's cherry picking every single ride. And while you will maximize your earnings, supposedly, you will not make enough money in the process. Like, you will not make like what I make.
Park Road.
And the problem with that is, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But, well, first let me explain the next one, okay? While I was using a Tesla for the rideshare, I have a friend that's like, hey, well, I got a Model 3 Tesla, also black, and he had a performance, and he's charging it at home. So he's thinking, okay, I'm gonna try to do this too. Well, he worked like less than a month, and he said he could never make anywhere close to what I'm making. Literally, he was making about like 150 or something. Of course, it's a Tesla, so he'll just work until he needs charging and just go home, you know. So he would not work a full 12-hour shift. Like, he would work like anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, you know. So that being said, he's like, man, I don't even know how you're like making like $300-$400 a day sometimes, right? But I have a strategy, which I want to tell you in this video, if you would listen. And some of you guys, you're not going to be happy with me, because the strategy requires us to do something dumb, you know. But who's to blame? Who's to blame?
In 1.4
if that's the consequences we're facing. So anyways, so this friend with a Tesla quits. The friend with the Expedition quits. So the friend with the Expedition buys his own dually pickup truck with a trailer. Starts delivering cars for a living, because it's a car trailer. and the other friend gets a truck driver license, and he just starts driving a truck, basically. In the process, I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm gonna say this: the income's not any better. I'll tell you this right now. While expenses just went way up. But anyways, I don't want to have to talk about this now. But just to give you an idea, a lot of the stuff that we're doing, unfortunately, everything sort of equals out to be about similar. Like whether you're trucking for somebody else, of course. If it's your own business, yeah, you're gonna have your own expenses too. And if you don't know how to calculate your expenses, then you're not even gonna make any money. Even though it looks like you're making a ton of money, like you're making thousands, but really you're not really making anything. And that's like for real. If you have to do all your own maintenance on a truck, like a big semi truck and everything else, you're not making any money, because you should make enough money to have somebody else service it for you and have money left over. Like, that's a way of a business. Same thing goes for our Lyft and Uber driving. We should make enough money to where whatever car you're using, you should be able to take it into service, get it serviced, and it's still not break the bank, right? But what's gonna happen? You will take your car into the repair shop. You will not have enough money to pay for that repair. You'll end up probably, I don't know, selling your car very cheap, probably buying something else. If you're lucky, you fixed it under warranty, you know. Even I will not be able to take the car in to get it serviced and to actually pay somebody else to do the maintenance, because it's going to cost me way too much money. And example of this will be like this, okay? So everybody drives different cars. I choose to drive cars that are paid for, okay? And guys, I will explain about the problem, and I will explain about like what it takes about the strategy, okay? Just let me tell you like this one thing, because it's also kind of important, something to think about. And I'm not even saying that you guys don't even know that, but it's definitely something to think about, because believe me, in the years of 14 years that I've been driving on the Sprinter vans, it was basically the same thing, with a different name, different type of vehicle. And guess what I heard from all the drivers? Everybody never looks at their expenses. Everybody's looking at their pay and what they're spending for fuel. While you have the insurance costs, which is commercial insurance, and then you have all the maintenance.
Turn left on
And when the maintenance
Road.
comes in, it bites everybody, like, and it makes them scared. It makes them cry sometimes, because they can't afford to pay it, which will cause them to trade their vehicle in or sell it for very cheap and move on and do something else. This is why I say, stay away from new vehicles. And I know you might say that's a good idea or whatever, unless you're female and you don't do any maintenance yourself. Okay, I'm not gonna give you like financial advice, but unfortunately, like if you do not fix your own stuff, you'll have to get something small, get something that's like affordable, like not very expensive, like at all. You don't want to get something expensive, you know. Get like something like a Toyota, like, or a Honda, or something. I'm not even gonna say Nissan. I have Nissan. Nissans really break a lot, so you want something really highly reliable, and something that will cost very little to operate, like a 4-cylinder engine. And when it comes to maintenance, you just do like regular maintenance, like tires, brakes, and, you know, oil changes, you know, that kind of thing. But anyways, that being said, let's get back to me. I got a 2010 BMW. While it's not smart to have this type of vehicle and do economy, basically, because 2010 does not qualify for luxury. It's a black BMW. It's luxurious inside. It's very nice and clean. You know, everybody loves it. But guess what? I already put so much money into it, trying to just do regular maintenance, and right now you may or may not hear this noise, like it's like a rumble strip noise. Like right now you're not gonna hear it, but if I put my steering wheel to the left, you hear it, because my bearings on the left side that's it, it's done. It's starting to make noise, and it's getting louder by the day. These bearings, each one, because I'm gonna have to replace both sides, because this car already got 226,000 miles on it. And I bought it used with 193,000 miles. So I bought the car used. I paid $2,500 for it used, and then pretty much regular maintenance. I already put another $2,500 into it, and I'm getting ready to put some more money into it. So, anyways, if I gave somebody to do the brake job, it would cost roughly $700. So I just did my rear brakes recently, and I'm getting ready to do my front brakes with sensors. And I'm actually getting ready to pick up a passenger. But anyways, the front brakes would cost about $700 to do, and the bearings just by themselves, bearing assemblies, are like $350 for each side. So what the maintenance is going to be on that?
The pickup will be
It's going to
on the
be
left.
at least like $700 for parts and $700 for labor at the very minimum. And with the BMW, probably gonna look at a $2,000 bill. So if it's a $2,000 bill, that's gonna be a lot. That's gonna hurt for somebody. So I do it myself. So the bearings I could get at cost pretty much, because I have an account, because I am a mechanic, and I'll be able to pick up the bearings for pretty much pennies on a dollar, like 100, like basically $30 each. I'll do it myself, and I'm gonna end up saving money. Like for instance, brakes with sensors might cost about $50 for both. Yeah, this guy's probably gonna call me. I don't see him. Like, he's not even on a map. Like usually people has these things like kind of like not correct. So I'm already here. Basically at the pickup. You know, some people they don't understand. They order it and who knows where they are. I'm gonna check one more place. I'm very familiar with this area. There's a bank here and Verizon here, so maybe he's here somewhere. But anyways, what I wanted to tell you guys, and I guess I saved the best for last. In order to get paid a lot of money like I do, you got to strategize. You got to get all the bonuses, and you got to just take every single ride. And I know it's counterintuitive, because we're making a lot less per mile. Like sometimes we're making 50 cents a mile, and IRS allows you to write off 58.5 cents per mile. That means, roughly saying, 60 cents per mile is operating cost. And if that's operating cost, we need to get at least $1, so we get like 40 cents. If we're not getting $1, we're not making any money. And because operating cost includes everything, your maintenance, depreciation, like everything, the cost of your car or whatever, and it gets very expensive. The cost of fuel, and plus you're the ones that's doing the work. You're getting paid kind of like per hour to work in your own business. So you need to make as much money as possible. And if you're not, it kind of sucks. But the unfortunate truth is, if you cherry pick all day long, you will make about $150. Sure, you're gonna spend maybe less on fuel, but you'll end up just not making any money. So overall, I could make a little more while depreciating my car by a lot, and end up doing all the maintenance myself, and I'll still be able to save money. So technically, for me, because I'm doing my own maintenance, I mean, it's still costing me time. My time is worth something. So if I spend time fixing the car, usually it's going to take me like a day at least to fix it. That means I could have made money that day, and I'm not. And if I'm not making money that day, so it's actually now costing me in time, because I'm putting time into it, repairing my own vehicle. But anyways, guys, unfortunately, like, something needs to be done about it. Our pay needs to be more, and by us voicing our opinions on social media, like YouTube and stuff like that, and just kind of like letting it known, perhaps it will cause the companies to raise our rates, and for us to get paid at least $1 per mile. If we're not getting paid at least $1, we're losing money at that point. We're not a charity. And yeah, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless you. Take care of yourselves. Like, please, stay safe out there. If you have any questions, let them know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. But anyways, you guys have a good one. I'm gonna call this rider and find out where's he at, because if I cancel him, he's gonna lose some money, because I drove all this way just to take him for a very short distance, and his location service is apparently off. So anyways, guys, thank you. Bye bye.